Hello everyone, I'm Naoto Ishihuro. I will talk about fertilizer distributors. This is outline. First, fertilizer types. Second, distribution patterns. Third, distributor types, conventional, new, and conclusion. There are mainly 4 types fertilizers. First is manure. Manure is animal, such as cows or pigs, waste spread over or mixed with the soil. This fertilizer has much fiber in it, so need to be loosened. Next, compost. Compost is mixture of decayed material by bacteria. Mainly, it's made from kitchen waste or food you cannot eat all. You can easily make it by yourself without special tools. Granule fertilizer is powder type fertilizer, scientifically made. And this is liquid fertilizer, also scientifically made. Next is about distribution pattern. There are 4 type patterns. First is general application. This application uses out-of-waste fertilizer compared with other applications. Next, second is raw application. Applicate along ridges. This application uses less waste fertilizer. Ridge means raised line on the surface of the soil. Third is spot application. Applicate locally like this. Last is in-ground injection. As you can see, incorporate into the soil by sharp tools. Next is about fertilizer distributors. First, manure spreader. Fertilizer is manure and application is general. Manure has a lot of moisture, so very heavy. So manure spreader is carried by tractor. This machine distributes it over the whole field while it loosens coarse fibrous fertilizers. Next is lime sour. Fertilizer is granule and application is general. Granule is so light to be blown away by wind, so this machine distributes it relatively low place. Lime is sekkai in Japanese and shihui in Chinese. The chemical formula is CaOH2, very common fertilizer. Next is slurry injector. Fertilizer is liquid and application is in-ground injection. Slurry means dissolved lime. The applicator section has chisels and nozzles in the applicator section, which rip up the soil and inject the slurry. Next is broadcaster. Fertilizer is granule and application is general. Broadcaster consists of hopper and agitator, a controller of fertilizer amount, and distribute it onto the spinner of or the spout, which provides energy to release the spread the fertilizer. Next is about new type distributor. First is combination distributor. Machines to apply basal fertilizer simultaneously with other works such as transplanting or sowing and developing. Fertilizer is granule, application is spot, and this machine can sow seed. Next is variable rate fertilizer. It can change amount of fertilizer by information. And there are two types of information. One is map-based. It gets crop information from GPS. The other is sensor-based. It gets crop information instantly by sensor attached to the machine. This distributor is good for precision agriculture. It can reduce fertilizer use and environmental burden. Finally, conclusion. You should choose distributors based on fertilizer type you use and how to apply it. New distributors are being developing. Future issue is no operator machine and more environmentally friendly. More or less, fertilizer has bad influence on environment. We must reduce extra fertilizer. Thank you for listening.
Are there any questions? Yeah.
Thank you for your presentation. In the soil, there is a concern that not all the parts of the soil have the same mineral content when applying fertilizer. So is there a machine that is able to apply precisely on a certain portion of the soil, depending on the soil requirements? For example, maybe in this portion of 1 meter by 1 meter, the soil has a lot of nitrogen and less of phosphorus. So is there a machine that is able to apply the fertilizer precisely to the soil according to the soil condition? Thank you.
I guess so far there is no fertilizer distribution checking soil quality, only crop information. But in the future, maybe someone invites the fertilizer distributors by checking soil condition. Thank you.
There was one time worked with a machine from a company in South Africa. They have developed precision fertilizer applicator machine that determines the soil condition on a GPS. So the application of the soil will be according to the soil requirement. If this part of the soil has less of nitrogen and more phosphorus, so the machine is able to apply more nitrogen instead of a broadcast or linear application. So I think currently there are machines that are doing precision fertilizer application. Thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments? Okay.
Hi.
Thank you for your presentation. One of the features I saw, there is a dry fertilizer kind of the condition that can affect by wind or airflow. But you recommend the use of slurry. Yes. I think the robot has a certain capacity to carry out the fertilizer. If you put some water to make it slurry, is it reduce the capacity of the robot? What do you think? I mean the capacity to carry the amount of fertilizer. Do you understand my question?
Capacity.
Second.
Okay. when you are using slurry,
Yes.
it is mixed with water, and so it is very dilute. So in order to apply fertilizer, you need a very big volume of slurry to apply. Is that going to be a problem?
This type very much volume and heavy, so that is problem. If he said,
Yeah.
But this type application is general, so there's many said much waste fertilizer, but this type is in ground, so there's less waste fertilizer, so it needs not much waste fertilizer, so that is not a problem, I think. Thank you.
Okay. Are there any questions in NTU?
Thank you for your presentation. I wonder, all the information about the distributor you introduced today is about applied on the flat ground. Is there any distributor applied to the if we want to grow our like a fruit trees in the hillside, the mountain slope? Is there any kind of distributor we can use for the hillside? Thank you.
When you're growing on a slope, or mikan or other fruit, is there a distribution system for on the slope?
Round.
Yeah.
I guess slope ground, when distributed at slope ground, it is more difficult than flat ground. So maybe I guess mainly use human labor, not machine.
Does that answer your question?
So maybe a menu distribution for the fertilizer. Because Taiwan is a very small island, so we don't have lots of the ground, flat ground, large field. So maybe our growing is almost maybe a lot of part is over the hillside. So maybe we need another distributor to apply to our country. So maybe the menu distributor is better for the hillside. That's you mean?
Which type of fertilizer would you recommend for hillside? Manure, granular, slurry?
I think liquid type fertilizer is not good for hillside because it goes down So granule of compost or manure is better, I think.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
If we want equally distribution, you have to use slant control and manual path. The tractor is slant but distributing thrust is horizontal. You have to use control the slant, my opinion.
Okay, we're starting to run out of time, so I'll go on to the next presenter. Thank you.